Hello and welcome to Real Estate Tea Time. I am Yua and this is Tua and we're real estate agents in the lovely state of Minnesota. So on this channel, we talk about everything real estate and we share all the tea that you need to know about real estate. So today's story, we're going to be talking about finding money in your house.
So actually, this is my sister's story. She sells flowers for a living. She lives in the great state of Washington, and so she went down to Tennessee to buy a property so that she could farm her flowers. And she found this property outside Memphis, like an hour and a half away. It's a gorgeous property. Um, it's a really, really old house in the mid 1800, and
Yeah, and it was like a 10-acre lot, but it has like this valley behind the house too, and like you can like see the drop of the valley. So beautiful. I was telling Toa when we saw it that we think it used to be like a lake or something there because that valley was like pretty deep down.
mhm.
Yeah. And then I think there was a creek too, right?
Yeah, there was a creek to the left side, and you could hear the creek from like the porch where right behind the house. You could hear the creek. So like when earlier morning or like late evening, you could sit out there and you could you could feel the breeze because the house is located up in like a hill, right
Hmm.
on top of the hill. So you got that morning breeze. You got all the bird chirping in the morning. It's a breathtaking. Trust me.
Yeah, so they found a really really nice property, and when we saw it, we really liked it too. But yeah, like Toa said, the house was built in the 1800s, and
And so I think what my sister said was the previous owner of that house, their family actually lived in the house for a long time. It just got passed down from generation from generation through generation. So it's been owned by the same family when they bought it.
so she was actually the first owner who was not part of that family.
Yes. They already bought the house. They move in, they live in the house. And then, it's an old house, so it's gonna have like critters and
Hmm.
rodents and stuff like that. So one day, one night she heard like mice noise up in the attic. And so, the next day she was like, "Hey dude," she told her husband, "Hey dude, you gotta go up there and check and see what's going on because I cannot sleep at night. I got like
Shoot,
she's a light sleeper,
I
so
can't sleep either, man. Just
yeah.
thinking about mice crawling all over you, so I get it.
And we went there and we visited her before, and we were sleeping in the living room, and it's the same thing. I'm a light sleeper, so at night when those critter comes out, man, it's like they could be really noisy, and it's hard to once you wake up, it's hard for you to fall back asleep. So
So yeah, so I think he went up there, didn't he, to the
yeah,
attic to check it
yes.
out?
Yeah, so he climbed up there and he found these old envelopes, like those yellow envelopes, and some of them got chewed up by the mice. But he found a few, like there was something in the bag, and he took it out and he brought it down. And it turns out that they're like cash stash in those envelopes, and he put it up there in the attics.
Hmm. So, we don't even know how long it's been up there. But I think she said that there were some coins that were like,
Well, most of the coins are like some gold, real gold coins, and some like the silver coins. And like
yeah, so it could have been worth something. And the thing was, we were so bummed that they didn't tell us at the
yes,
time that they found that. And we didn't hear about the story until like years later. And we was like, oh my God, you should have told us. Like, we would have traded you
yes.
dollar for dollar because it could have been worth something. Because, somebody watches a lot of American
I
Picker
I love watching American Pickers
and Pawn
and
Star.
Pawn Stars. So when I hear that story, it was like ching ching in my head. I was
Yeah,
like,
he was
oh my
like,
god, how come I didn't know about this? I would have traded dollar for a dollar for those real silver coins.
but anyways, whatever. But they did ended up using the money, and I think they just used it at face value, didn't
Yeah,
they?
they did.
But yeah, it was a great story. And, we didn't, like I said, we don't know how long that money's been up there. I don't even think that the last few generations knew that there was money stashed up there. So it could have been up there for a really long time.
Yes, yes,
And, if you do find, if you buy an older home and, sometimes it might be creepy, but you never know what's behind the wall or what's in
exactly.
the attic. And it doesn't even have to be an older home, because a lot of times people don't like using the banking system, and so they do stuff like that, especially the older people, where they just hide money in the house,
Hmm.
and then if they pass away and they didn't tell anyone, no one would ever know. And like, there's been so many other stories where money like that has been found in the house, where it was like hidden behind a wall
Hmm.
or hidden under some sort of floorboard.
Hmm.
And so things like this can happen. It's actually more common than you think it would be.
Yes. So next time you buy a house, an older house, make sure to go through creepy wall. You will never know what you will find behind
Mhm.
it.
So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this story about finding money in a house. If you guys want to hear more stories like this, don't forget to like and subscribe on our channel. And
Till next time.
yep, peace out.
Bye.